That is what I think. It's an AK.
Wait, because like an what is it? An electric complex is where you like it's a lady who wants to fuck her dad.
Terrible camouflage.
Oh no.
Is that an is there a lady who wants to fuck her dad?
It's just like.
Also, fun fact.
Essentially, with my original character, Electric Headshot type Pokemon. I had sex with my mother, but that is none of your business because of the national mergers happening. Yeah.
Jesus, I'm gonna do it.
You're holding that AK.
Young at heart.
Weird. What? You know what?
I am straight.
Young at heart.
I am straight. This is not even deserve a captain's log introduction because this is dead serious.
I love of anything, like any captain's log beginning with like, I am straight. It's like, nope.
Yeah, it's like, shut up, man. No, I love the one where his dad walks in and he's like, now you listen to me. If the health department of Greene County sees those videos, and it's the funniest thing ever.
Is this a thing I haven't seen?
It's the funniest video. Wait, let me find it. It's honestly the funniest thing.
The whole thing, as far as I'm
concerned, you can just give me the 3 words I can find to YouTube it.
Catalyst, my favorite part.
Here.
PlayStation 3.
This is the funniest video on the internet. I will always stand by it.
Christian does have a brother. Christian does have a brother, and he is leading a somewhat normal
it's Christian.
life.
Look, here's the thing.
Half brother.
Yeah, but
I don't delve into Christian because that's somebody who is in the grips of mental illness, being subjected to by the popularity of the internet, being cyberbullied by a million people.
Oh yeah, certainly, definitely.
I 100% will not indulge in any of it because it's not healthy for them. It's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for anybody who's participating because
I'm going to repeat. The entire Christian Weston Chandler saga is a symphony of terrible people.
It is.
Everyone
no side is in the right at any point in time.
Whether or not, like Christian or however they identify, which is they or what, like I feel like it's like, look, that was a symptom and cause and effect of early internet communication blowing up on somebody who probably should have sought more professional help, or at least not put themselves in the way that they did. And that everyone who fucking goes around it, it's like, stop, just stop. Just all of you stop.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this guy has a complete lack of self-awareness or anything like that, or self-improvement even.
Because whoever is Christian, like that person is mentally ill and does not have that ability, and it's everyone around them eggs them on and negates any self-help or self-worth by giving them the validation that they are known, they're seen, they're there, and that is toxic, like the most toxic environment for somebody who is like
it kind of reminds me of
healthy enough to find their own validation or seek help and guidance to do that.
It reminds
because
me
they're
of
getting it from a bunch of dumb assholes who are going to say what you're doing is right. And it's like, no, fuck you. Everyone who's talking to you is a fucking dumb asshole. Are they a therapist? No. Then tell them to fuck off, get off the internet, and fucking deal with your life.
The entire...
They just do it for the memes, which is absolute nonsense.
Okay, so I think an element of why CWC, which I'm just going to refer to them as, has to do with a thing that they won in 93 or somewhere on those lines, when they were 12, when they won a contest regarding a Sonic cartoon. I don't remember if it's Sadam or if it's the one with Sonic Says.
I don't know. It doesn't. Was that a Nintendo Power with the Sonic Says where he was talking on the comic?
No, it was an animation when I think at the end of the
cartoon. No, it was a
cartoon.
news report he appeared on when he was 12 and essentially won a contest for getting a bunch of trivia questions correct.
Christian did, or
I
is it they or he now, or is it back to he?
She.
Is it she? Because I thought it was she now.
She. Let me see. Let me see.
I mean, he is she is a she now, but he mentioned that he doesn't mind to be called Christian either or something.
Yeah.
No, he get bothered if someone called Christian or by he because he get upset.
Really? Oh, I thought he said himself he doesn't. So, but this guy's all over the place anyways, so it's like whatever.
I mean, it's
Jesus.
somebody who has like body dysmorphia, mental illness, and a bunch of different things going on. That
The main issue is he never had any people in his life who guided him the correct way. His parents.
Well, I mean, that
also
doesn't mean
apparently a
that
piece of
everyone
shit.
around him is, like, absolved from being a bunch of dumb assholes egging him on.
No, of course not. But I mean, like this guy is like severely autistic, and he needed some help early on in life.
I mean,
Yeah,
things
he
like
needed-
that.
Problem
he needed
is
help from day one.
I mean, his parents didn't believe in that type of shit, kind of, I believe. So they didn't put him in like a special school or something like that.
yeah, but the problem is
And other
that
things.
the problem is that he listens to anyone here on the internet.
He's just
That's
in
the
an
problem.
endless spiral of like.
he's was born 82, so like grew up with the internet, and then that spiral of fucking validation from a bunch of like the illusion of validation.
Yeah. No, but he also got abused early by the babysitter, I believe, and he got abused.
Who barely knows anything about her.
Who barely knows.
Babysitter abused him? Fucking
I've
wonderful.
heard about him.
Or
It's just one of those. It's just one of those things where like I look at that and I'm like, I don't want to talk about it because this is such a ludicrously toxic subject, and like I don't want to drone on and like dwell on the subject of somebody whose life has been plastered over the internet by their own accord or other, and spun and twisted and just put in so many different ways. It's just like, look, this guy is like, or this person has had so much fucking dumb bullshit, and it's just, can we just like leave Britney alone? Leave Britney alone. Leave Britney.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Leave Britney alone!
Yeah.
That video was infamous at one point or another.
Exactly, but at the same time, I mean, he's doing it kind of to himself as well in that sense. It's like.
But at the same point, the guy who said leave Britney alone wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, she's going through a divorce, and her kids are getting, like, she's going, like, we look back on that now and see, like, she's losing her fucking whole scheme of ownership on all of her fucking career to her father, who got all of the, I can't remember what the word for it is.
Does she have kids?
Yeah, she has several children.
Anyways, guys, I have to hop off for today. Unfortunately. I'll talk to you all next time.
But one more thing about Christian, if I might ask, by the way, before I leave as well.
Alright, we'll just end after that bit.
Bye.
So one last question, one last thing, that what I'm really annoyed about Christian is I don't have issues with people with disabilities, with mental disorder, you name it. But what I'm really gets frustrated is whenever there's a problem, he want to put the what they say like what he always want to put his disorder as like a bypass ticket.
Yeah,
Really,
it isn't the fact that he's autistic that's put him in this scenario.
Well, I mean, it's a feedback loop with his behavior his entire
yes, but
life.
like for example, let's say
I mean,
someone,
but
let's say,
like if you've done that your entire life, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
just
I definitely think that. I mean, he kind of can't help it a little bit. I would think.
yeah, but
Like there's
come on.
nobody in his life who's literally sat him down because we've seen the stretches of polite society that it's gone to with how he's acted. There's nobody in his polite company, at least, who sat him down and been like, there are, like, even explained to him the concept that there is consequences to your actions.
Yes.
And it's not even that there's consequences, but there are cause and effect to the things you do. But when you live in that feedback loop of mental illness with certain people, and then you don't know how to get out of it, how else do you think he's gonna manage that? He doesn't know anything else.
Doesn't know anything. I mean, the thing is, like for example, let's say it's some criminals. I mean, he doesn't have to if you're a judge or something, he have a long list of criminal records, and he will ask you like, oh, I'm deeply sorry because I'm autistic or something. Like, I'll be sorry to say this, but it doesn't matter. What you did is what you did. Doesn't matter.
Right. But
I mean,
you have to look at
if you're
the
under heavy
mechanism.
drugs, like, yes, I know.
It's looking at the mechanism by which somebody has dealt with their problems throughout their life. And like for him, he doesn't have anything. There's no fallback for him. It just goes as far as it does.
Like,
there's nobody telling him no. Obviously, there's nobody telling him this should stop, turn the internet off. We can't do this anymore. You can't live in my house and act like this.
yes,
We can't handle
but the
this.
problem is
Ruining
he's
your
showing
life.
a bad name, showing a bad name to the word autism. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, is that his fault?
I mean, like,
It's his
he's an
fault, but
adult.
there's the internet. Christian is
adult,
very well
but
known
that's
on
not
the internet.
Yes, but that's not his fault.
He's an adult that was raised by honestly one of the shittier human beings, and I'm not talking about Bob Chandler. I'm talking about.
Well,
Bob
and
Chandler.
like
Bob
that's one of those
Chandler
things. Like,
is a fucking piece
well,
of work.
well, but if they were terrible, like his parents were terrible, but like they didn't know. He was born in '82. Man, we back in the late '80s, early '90s, were gay. You got called a faggot.
Rayo,
If you were autistic,
that's a really
you got called a
cool
fucking
avatar.
retard.
Thank
All
you.
of those things were 100% true. I hate to say those things. I really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, it's true.
I know.
That's the fucking
Especially when the AIDS pandemic really began to ramp up.
like that. Like he was born in
All the
'82.
stigmas.
He is well older than. I mean, I don't know if you guys are older than me, but he's older than me.
He's
Obviously,
older than
I'm
me
not.
too. He's 38.
Yeah.
39, 38.
And like the horrendous cryptic time that he got to fucking grow up with this fucking bullshit. Look, I don't excuse anything, but you have to just understand and be like, look, it's what do you want? He's got no structure or standing or like
No.
nothing to fall back on.
Also,
Yeah.
raised in
even-
Virginia. In a particular
Yeah,
Yeah, like even
You're
he's
pretty
in
bad.
a,
area.
I'm from Virginia, asshole. That's not an excuse.
Well,
in
Exactly.
a particularly podunk area.
it's just
Granted,
even though he's
I
an
live in the
adult,
fucking
he doesn't.
Indiana Six.
He was raised in Chesterfield County.
His mentality is probably not the same as an adult, to be honest. Regardless of his
Oh,
age, it's
it
probably
really-
not
it-
as
it-
up to par.
Yeah,
He
it really
just
isn't.
want to
So, like,
keep his childhood. He just want to keep his childhood alive. Hence the tantrums and shit.
No,
Well,
Yeah, and it's really
That was
heartbreaking,
like a white-
honestly.
What else does he know? He didn't grow up past that because he had the internet.
Yeah, he
and then
want to
af-
keep that in loop. He doesn't want to be an adult. He want to loop the childhood.
But
But
he
he-
can't. He kind of can't be an adult because
Doesn't
I mean
have the
that's all he
structure
knows.
or framework of people around him to allow him to be an adult. Nobody's around him. Like, I mean, the hardcore thing would be like, tell him to turn the internet off, go to therapy for literally decades.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
you know what he will
but-
say? Oh, fuck you! You're a troll and a bully. That's
Well,
what
I
he
don't
will
think he
say.
has. I don't think he has that option anymore. To be
No,
totally
Yeah, that's a
honest.
doesn't
tantrum.
have that
That's-
problem.
Now that it's
It's
become,
like a child tantrum.
now that it's become
like a chihuahua
a
to
legal
me.
matter, he's not going to have that option. He's going to be legally required to go to therapy at this point.
Oh, I think more than a therapy. I'm sorry to say this. I think it's more than just a therapy. No
At
offense,
this
by the way.
point,
Yeah, isn't it
Therapy.
illegal like everywhere? What he did?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I
I'm
mean,
children.
He raped
Absolutely.
Yes.
Maybe not in
he raped
Arkansas,
an
but definitely in
80-year-old
Virginia.
woman with dementia
mhm.
repeatedly. That's
Yeah.
repeatedly. That's
that's
horrible.
flat out fucking illegal.
It's
and even if it isn't-
absolutely illegal.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think there
yes.
was consent as much as he says. I mean, she is definitely not like, you know, she's
Disgusting.
older. She won't be able to.
I'm not going
I mean,
to.
there's
At the
There's
same
having
time,
sex
I don't
with older
exactly.
women
At the same
and
time,
then-
and this makes me sound sadistic as fuck, but I don't exactly feel sorry for her because of the kind of manipulative and hoarding fucking woman she was. She was not a good mother.
She
Like, when you take a look at-
was. What is the word
She was
again?
the enabler.
Spoon feeding him.
I'd call her the enabler in this situation.
Like when you look at Bob Chandler, you can tell that he wants only the best for Chris and that
Oh,
kind
yes.
of stuff. And like he wanted to, raise a very creative child, somebody that'd be able to pick up the legacy of being an engineer, or being just a genuinely smart human being.
Exactly.
Even if
Unfortunately,
he had like
that didn't
racist
happen.
tendencies or something like that, at least like there was some kind of effort or something along those lines. When you look at Barbara Chandler, she didn't give a shit.
This is this all smacks to me like the same
Just a
sort of
mummy's
discourse
boy.
I heard about fucking Tiger
Just a
King,
mama's
and that
boy.
nobody knows the subtle nuances, and everybody saying anything is speaking out their fucking ass. Nobody knows what happened because none of us met.
There's documentation, dude. Like we could also get eyewitness or like firsthand accounts from what the fuck his name is, Cole Smithy.
Some
Like-
people who have documentations were kind of assholes, though. You know, like that documentation could just be from the point of view of them just being assholes, and we may not know it.
I'm talking about stuff that like Bob Chandler has written and all, and like I was saying with Cole Smithy, who like lived through it, is one of Barbara's daughters. Wow, fuck my brain today. One of
That's okay.
Barbara's children and that kind of stuff. As a result, and just ask anybody else that was in that family. She's not a good person.
Oh, I can imagine. But here's the thing, like for example, his father tried his best. I mean,
And
he even there was a video about his father
I
talking to
just
Chris
don't agree
about
with any of
not to
said.
trust the strangers
I-
on the internet. Like
Do you
ages
guys
ago.
remember his quote?
In a
The no-
separate world, Bob
Yes,
Chandler would
I
be
remember
incredibly
the
proud
letter.
of his child for being the new Sonic writer.
Well,
If
yeah,
he
that's
still was
fine.
alive.
Yeah, in an alternate world.
Oh boy.
Like I said, alternate worlds and all that, but in this one, Bob is dead, and unfortunately, he got to see
Yeah.
his child go completely bonkers.
Bob was a fucking broken human being, as far as I'm
No,
concerned.
and
It's really sad,
unfortunately,
actually.
I mean, come on, he have no sense of investment. No sense of investment. I mean, instead
know.
of thinking like,
Can you say
oh,
that? Can you say he had no sense of investment with 100?
He's talking about. I think he's probably talking about finances.
investment and finance, yes. I mean,
Investment.
instead of being responsible, like saying like, oh, I
I-
should try my best, get a job or something. No, he's just fucking begging on Kickstarter, on Indiegogo for people
but-
like, I'm out of money. I just want to buy
Oh.
more Legos and shit.
Well,
No.
Christian doing that.
Oh yes.
But what else did he doesn't know? Like he's 100% autistic. Like, I mean, that's armchair psychologist throwing that out there.
I mean, if we're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
not
honest,
even
I-
armchair
I'm
psychologist. He
100%
was
autistic
diagnosed
autistic
with
and I've
that.
held a job before.
I mean,
But it's
But
Then
individually
again, I
to
actually
him,
am a
he doesn't.
semi-functioning adult.
listen.
But to
I
him
don't really.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no! I'm deeply sorry. I don't think the autism can cause like that. I think the real problem is not the autism. I mean, I know a lot of people who have autism, and none of that happens like that, like this person. I think the problem is that he is brainwashed by the internet, and he believes everything he sees on the internet. And since he have a lot of fans, you know what they say. Like if you have a lot of fans, if you're becoming popular, you have the power to do anything when you're popular, and he takes an advantage. And he listens to everyone. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. I mean, why do you think how he gets all the money? Because he have fans, he have power to do that. But he unfortunately he won't understand the concept of finance and investment. He just like spend. I mean, he spends over thousand on toys, on Legos, and even conferences that cost thousands. And then he says, "Oh, I'm broke again because I have problems with bills." And he will never understand this concept. It's not just people say like, "Oh, because he have autism." No, it's not. The real problem is he got the power because he's very popular. If he wasn't popular, he have more time to focus on real life than listening to random people on internet. So he would maybe if he wasn't popular as well, he would have a chance to go to a counselor, go to a therapy, and those. I mean, he makes comics. He should. I mean, judge me.
I think we're also ignoring the fact that he gets $800 a week from the government. A week. That is
a week.
That's about what I make working 40 hours a week at the grocery store or some shit.
Christ, I made
Dang.
Oh my God.
400 a week doing a part-time job that had
Wait,
fairly physical labor involved. Granted, I like doing that job, but still.
But I mean, he is legitimate. Like, all right. Who wanted to talk after that? Because you finish your thing. Let her talk.
I'm sorry, my bad. I'm deeply sorry for that.
I think it's Kai's turn, or is it Shy?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of lost track of what I was going to say, but
I'm sorry, that's my fault.
No, it's not your fault. I was just listening to you.
The general point.
I kind of feel like it's things are pretty unfair in his situation still. I definitely do think he tried to take advantage, no doubt. You know, especially because he was really fed up with the treatment that he was getting from people. I think that was a way that he was able to try to get back. So I think he definitely did attempt it, but you know, we honestly don't know just how much he comprehends of how to survive. You know, for him, he could still be thinking like a kid, or, you know, because I think we're kind of overestimating how much he could comprehend, and that's not in a bad way, like the concepts that he needs to comprehend to be able to sustain himself. And I think he needs help to understand that, and I think he won't be the one to give himself that help because he may not really know how to, and he just needs someone there for him, I think.
I would agree in a sense. I would agree in that sense where it's saying it's like, look, of course he would go back and forth with the Indiegogos and with the Kickstarters or with all of them. Of course he would, because all he knows is asking. Like, he doesn't know how to get himself to work to do a job because he doesn't have the framework of understanding to do a job because he's never had to do that, and that's not through his own fault. But that's the framework of his own life. It's like he's always had to ask because that authority has always been above him because he's never, at least, I mean, as somebody, for him as somebody who is probably I wouldn't say mentally ill, or at least mentally or neurodivergent.
Mentally impaired.
Neurodivergent is the word.
He's on disability. It's impaired. Divergent is just being different, but still able to function as a human being. Christian cannot function.
Was it disorder?
I mean, Christian is disabled without question.
Allowed to have that.
I mean, so am I. I'm autistic, but the thing is, I can actually halfway function at the bare minimum as an adult. I have serious doubts Christian could do that at the highest capacity.
I just don't think
I
that...
respect you, though.
I mean, like, I'm not going to make that judgment on him, but, like, it's just
you don't have to. A medical professional did.
Like, it's hard to be like, well, you know, of course he would do these things. Absolutely do these things. Like, these are typical things done in somebody in that situation. I mean, when you're inundated like that from everywhere all the time, and then you have that back end of like, I've got no support, I've got no money, I've come from a poor family. What do you want? What do you want?
Do you think Christine actually understands the trouble that he is in? Do you think he actually knows how much trouble he's in at this point?
No, I don't know if Christian can comprehend the absolute shitstorm they've gotten themselves in.
Yeah,
I think it's a very tough
question.
go by they or she.
She.
Let's just go with they for
Yeah.
the sake of
I agree.
making it easier.
By the way,
I don't really respect their pronouns because of the reasons that they had for transitioning. It's not genuine.
That's
Chris
not
even said it
that's
himself.
Not to decide.
By the way, sorry for the interruption.
I can totally judge somebody for that.
I would love. Sorry.
Like when you transition for the dating options, that is not genuine. That is actually very shitty, and that's incredibly disrespectful to anybody else that is transgender.
Yeah.
But
I know several trans people, including a trans brother.
That's a reason
I guarantee you that they did not transition for the sake of dating. They transitioned because it's their identity.
Right, I get that, but
here.
You got to look at this from somebody who's autistic, going like, "Well, I did that," but are they fully comprehending the decision they're making?
I still don't think it's genuine.
I know an autistic trans woman who absolutely made the choice to transition.
Yes, so do I.
Because she knew who she was at the end of the day.
I know. I don't want to disparage anybody, though. That's the thing.
Guys?
I'm gonna make that fucking, especially about an internet personality, I'm gonna make that fucking hardcore judgment. Especially now.
By the way, guys.
I think he wanted to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's really lovely to have it's really great. I really had a great time to have a great conversation with you guys. We should try to hang out more in the future, but unfortunately, I have to go to bed.
Oh, sure, go to sleep.
Yeah, good night.
Stop mocking me, babe.
Later.
Good night. Well, on Peter's and goodbye.
I wish you all
goodbye. Go to bed.
I wish you all good night, guys.
Reality cares more than we do.
Actually, I enjoyed talking to you, and I hope you have a good night.
Are you mocking me? No. I just... Oh my god, stop. Anyway, good night, guys, and stay safe, take care, okay?
Go to bed, dude!
Good night.
Okay, mate.
Thank you for talking.
Good night.
Bye. Alrighty.